Hello everybody, Max Farrow. This is DexTrader.com, and this is the NA Intraday, the News Avoidance Intraday, trading live with Max, I guess. Long name of a show. But listen, here's what we got. Today at 11 o'clock, I mean, we've had some news. We had some interruptions. I've had some crazy stuff happening with the NA Intraday. We had news at the top of the hour at 10 o'clock there, so we decided not to trade that. And, well, thank God we didn't, because we had some losses in there. So no big deal. You know, the system is not about 100%. This is about learning, because even though it came out at 91%, it was higher from that position. So we're pretty proud of our success rate. Now, let's get into the traded hand here. USD CHF, since we just came off a news hour and it was really fluctuating, there's some reversals coming back in. You know, some of these signals were pushed into this priority. So here's what we're doing. We're looking at the USD CHF on the signal. So we're going to come down here. Let me reload this page here. USD CHF. Come on, little circling thing of life. Okay, so we're looking for a sell pattern here, and that's what it was up there, right? A sell and an intraday. Yeah, nope, it was a buy for that. So we're in a sell pattern right now. We're in a sell trend right now. So if we back out a little bit, we're on a 15-minute chart. We had some nonsense here with this whole news, with this range and a little bit of a pushback down. But it looks like we're heading back down into where we need to go, into that region. Now, this sometimes will happen, that the market is tricked at this point because of all this news and this inconsistency. Our systems still say that it's going to be in a buy pattern, because this last little bit here was sort of running into an up pattern. Okay, so with all this movement happening, it was really confused. So when this happens, when there's this much indecision, okay, when there's no clear, you know, downtrend, uptrend kind of process, you gotta have to pull yourself back a little bit. You gotta have to, you know, allow yourself to see other things that will help you determine, is this a good market to be in? First off, is it within the trend? And the answer is no. It's a counter trend. So if we're doing a sell here to come off the option, there's a possibility it could come down and bounce back off. So keep that in mind. Not every single signal is a guarantee. It is considered to be an event process, that the signal fires off and you still have to look at the market to assess, is this a good signal to be into? Okay. Now, why is that so important? It's because when else would you know the event would happen? Okay. And so we have to have this kind of process. So we're not going to do the USD CHF. So let's look at the Euro USD. Pop over to right here. We're using our, again, with the reloading. A little frustrating, because the moment I start recording the software, it starts to do all this stuff. So I do apologize. Usually this doesn't happen when you're just sitting here on the main computer. So let's look at the Euro USD in a buy pattern. It is calling off for a sell for the Euro USD, 1276 for the sell. So 1276 up here. And this looks like a good number to be around, because 1276 still has some good resistance area in it. And that's what we're looking for as well. We have a clear determining position, which way it's going. It's going in a buy position at the moment. But this is on the counter trend, right? And how far can it come up to take on to the rest of the market? Now, we're getting this little curl here happening on the MACD. So a point against the trend is that it's a counter trend move, but there's still some pretty strong levels at that 1276 area. Okay, so that's 2-4 the process. So I also jump in and look at my own charts here with my own Dex MACD and my own Dex indicator support and resistance system. Okay, and I look at it in this point as well. These big thick blue lines are stuff that I wrote on from before, and there's even and there shouldn't be, and I do apologize. I think there's even a Fibonacci in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Let me get off with that. That's for another video. In the process, we're really looking at this reversal zone happening right here at this position. See how our system has already gathered that this 1276 is a pretty strong indication of resistance. Okay. And that's where we want to kind of keep that, but it's been touched a few times. It's been worked on. So this is something that I could push for that 1276. So let me get into Nadex. And what I did is that I came to 1276, 3 or 4 minutes after the hour, and seeing that there wasn't enough money on there. Okay, so what I did is I just clicked on 1276. I put in my lot size, and then I put in that I wanted to make $22 with a profit per contract. And I hit my place order. And I'll sit here with this for a little while. Now, how long? Well, until something tells me that the market's really not going to fill it, I could take it off so it would open up my reserve. Okay, because remember, and even any time that you have a contract, even in working order, it pulls money out in reserve in case it gets filled. So the more working orders you have on, the more reserve you have taken up. So keep that in mind, okay? Now, I'm going to sit here with this, and it's 11:09 Eastern right now, and I'll probably have an opportunity to see this, to this buy-in. Now, keep in mind, if the market starts to go against it, right, if it pops up above, if it gets super close to here, what I'm going to start doing now is looking at micro movements. I'm in the 15-minute time frame right now. But if I get super close to this, you know, that's 1274, which is about 2 pips lower than what it would be on Nadex, I'm going to bull into the 5-minute, okay? And I'm gonna put my mark up here. I'm going to put one of my big, thick blue lines here at 1274, right there like that, okay? If I get super close to this, and any one of these lower time frames, 1 minute, 5 minute, if I get close to it with a 5-minute trade or a 5-minute chart, I'm going to zop down to the 1 minute. And the moment that 1 minute chart closes above that line, closes above the 1274, I'm out of the trade. So that's sort of my way of doing a stop loss at that point. Even if I'm $100 in the hole, or more than 50% of my profit in the hole, or my loss in the hole, I'm getting out. Okay, because I'd rather save 50% of that trade than none percent of that trade. Does that make sense? So I'm just hoping that we have an opportunity to get in. It looks like it's going to come back up and be resistant from that position again. There's no other news backing this up to really push in the buyers. So they're retaliating right now, and they'll probably pull back. But that's enough banter for now. I'll see you in a millisecond here. We'll see what happens with the market. And again, this is my live account, so I'm not joking around here. I'm just guessing demo stuff, right? All right, I'm Max Farrow, and we'll see you in a millisecond. Okay, so after the work we have done, we have seen that it got in just about 3 minutes ago. The Euro USD popped up and grabbed onto the 1276. Let me show you what that looked like here. We're on a 1 minute chart here. About 4 minutes ago, it popped up, got close enough to the 1276 line to where it grabbed the money, right? So they bought it in. It's dropped back down to 16. Now, what I like about some of the market maker moves is that they grab some of this stuff quickly, or it's an inexperienced trader, or somebody else is grabbing it at a lower price, or what have you. But I think we're pretty much golden. We got about 35 minutes on this trade. I have 2 contracts on because I'm doing my incremental crawl process for this account, which I have about 3,600 bucks. I've already made so far in the video series here about 300. So I'm incrementally crawl at different levels than I normally do, only because of my experience and my background and my process. I'm just getting back into trading again after the last month of hiatus of moving and all that. So that's where we're sitting at. So I hope you enjoy this ride. We should do out pretty good. If we get very close, like I said, I will start to itemize that process and start to pay attention to it more. That is your back out plan, and you should always have a plan. I'm Max. I'll see you in a microsecond. Just to kind of give you a quick shot here, it really kind of took off. About 10 pips down from that position, so we're looking pretty good. I'm excited about this trade. All right, see you in a minute. All right, everybody, this is Max. I had to pull this trade. I went in and pulled this trade because 2 things are happening. One, I want to be able to watch the market, of course, while I'm trading. But I have a quick family emergency that I have to go handle. And I do apologize, but I do have to go. But I pulled the trade because I was in profit margin. I'll show you my account real quickly. You see I broke 3,600, so I'm at 3,720. Let me show you the transaction just real quick here from today. I didn't have a lot of trades on today, but look at this. I didn't show yet. Still, let's see. Last 6 hours. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So I got in for 156, got out for 189. Okay. Roughly around 30 something bucks in there. So $28 total on profit margin from that position. All right, so that was a successful trade. I got off, here it is, it's 11:44. I was only in for, 20-something minutes on it, made my 30-something bucks, made $15 per contract on that one. Normally, I would have stayed for the entire amount. I don't think we're going to have a problem with that. Hopefully, you got into that trade as well. I'm Max Farrow. This is Dex Trader, trading live with Max. And as always, trade well.